Everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cham Kwasniak. Today, I want to talk about something really important and deeply painful for many of us, the ongoing suffering of the Nuer people in South Sudan. Since South Sudan gained independence back in 2011, we have hoped for peace and progress, but what we have seen instead is a country torn apart by ethnic conflict, poor leadership, and endless power struggle. One of the deepest divides has been between the Nuer and the Dinka communities. Most of you remember the tragic civil war that broke out in December 2013. It all started with a political disagreement between President Salva Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Riek Machar. But the consequences were horrifying. Thousands of our people, Nuer civilians, were brutally killed in Juba. Since then, many peace agreements have been signed, but let's be honest, none have truly brought peace or accountability. And now here we are again in early March 2025. Nuer villages in Fangak and Nasir were bombed. I am talking about aerial bombing carried out by our own government. People had to flee, crossing into Ethiopia just to survive. Homes were burned to the ground, families were torn apart, and lives were lost. Again, the White Army, which is supposed to protect the Nuer people, had no choice to withdraw from Nasser County without resistance. And I want to make this clear. Nuer White Army isn't trying to overthrow the government. They simply defend our land and our people. But instead of listening, the government labeled them a threat just because of their historical ties to Dr. Riek Machar. Let's be honest, this is a political strategy by the Dinka elite to weaken and displace the Nuer people. It is heartbreaking to see our brother and sister now crowding the border with Ethiopia, hunger, sick, and forgotten. There's barely any aid. Sanitation is terrible. Children have stopped going to school. It is not just a crisis, it is a catastrophe. Yes, the UNHCR is trying to help, but the support isn't nearly enough. The main thing was on March 3rd, the only hospital in Old Fangak, run by Medicine Sans Frontiers, was deliberately bombed and set on fire. That hospital served over 110,000 people. It is not just a tragedy, it is a war crime under international law. Before the recent violence, the Norway Army made one simple request based on the 2018 peace agreement, the deployment of unified national forces. But what happened? Instead, the government deployed tribal militias like the Abushok and Agwelek, made up of Dinkas and Cholo group. This move was clearly meant to stir up more ethnic division in Upper Nile region. Yes, General David Majur's death was tragic, but let's be real, his death is no excuse for the government to target innocent North civilians and destroy entire communities. What is even more frustrating is that when similar clash happen in Dinka communities or in Dinka region like Lake and Warap, the government handle them with dialogue, not bombing. They don't bring in foreign forces. But when it is Nuer land, everything is different. This kind of selective justice is dangerous. It widens the gap between the Nuer and the Dinka, and it threatens the entire foundation of South Sudan. If you continue down this path, using ethnic division as a tool for power, it will backfire. Other ethnic groups may rise up in retaliation. South Sudan cannot survive like this. What we need is simple justice, peace, and development. We need the rule of law, not bomb. We need a strong institution, not tribal militias. And most of all, we need civic education so our people understand their rights and responsibilities. This isn't just politics, it is people life. The future of South Sudan depends on ending ethnic violence, standing for justice, and building a nation that works for everyone, not just a few. Thanks for listening. Let's keep speaking out. Let's keep standing up for our people. If you are new to my channel, I would like you to help me by subscribing and do not forget to hit the notification bell. When I upload any new video, you can be the first one to get it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.